Hey everyone, hope you're doing great. Today I'm recording my first drive with Full Self-Driving version 12.4.3. It's my first recorded drive. My first drive was a few days ago. Actually, my first drive was actually about a week ago when I was, it was literally when I was delivering my car to the person that was renting it. They were so lucky they got the software right before they got the car. So so it's been about a week that I couldn't really record because I didn't have the car with me. So today my trip is going to be, I'm going to a place called Mondu, which is a store that sells pet stuff, you know, for dogs and cats. We have a cat now and I need to buy stuff for him, and then I'm stopping at the Shoppers Drug Mart before going back home. So hope you enjoyed this short drive, and let's get going. So I'm wearing clear glasses so that I can actually okay, first of all, I don't know why the car, I'm gonna push it with the throttle now a bit because I don't know why it wasn't going. Like, it did everything properly. It put the turn signal and the path planner was planning accordingly, but for some reason it was stuck there. And that green dot I was mentioning is since software version 12.4.anything.x, now you don't really need to put steering wheel torque. The camera above the center mirror is actually monitoring you. And so far, I mean, yesterday was my second drive with this version. And in general, I find that there is significant improvement. The software's behavior is significantly improved. There's still room for improvement with the throttle control. Like, I still find that it's slightly harsh when it's and again I say slightly, like this is another thing that has been happening. It's specific to this road, where those middle signs that are put there to sort of tell you, you know, to sort of remind you the speed limit is 30 kilometers per hour sort of seems to freak out the software. But yeah, it's as long as there's nobody behind me, I don't care. And yeah, like this again, look at the speed control here. Like, not the speed control, but the throttle control. It's putting too much acceleration initially when it's starting to move again from a stop sign, or from, you know, a dead stop when there is no leading vehicle. Stopping behavior, I was complaining about that from 12.3.7, I believe, and it is improving. Like, the issues were there, you know, with when I got software 12.4.3, but it seems to be improving slightly. And I've been also kind of training it with the throttle, where I would when it's like sort of slowing down aggressively, I'm like, you know, slightly tapping the throttle, keeping it moving, and bring it to a smooth stop with the throttle. I need to pronounce that better. And so I feel that probably other people were doing the same thing, and it seems to be improving, at least from my experience. Like now, for instance, and again, this is something it will have to learn with time, but it did not really have to slow down that much. I could have gone around, and now it seems to be lingering at 24 kilometers per hour, which, me personally, I don't mind at all, because the previous stop light, which was around here on the map, and is not well synchronized at all with the stoplight of this intersection that we're reaching. So it's pointless to reach the speed limit. Okay, now this car, we need to go around because we got too close. Yeah, like, I figured the driver was trying to park, the software did not, so I was ready. Well, since the car got so close, I just took over with the steering wheel. Since we got too close to the vehicle that was trying to park, we needed to go around them. Yeah, sometimes I forget, and I'm trying to explain to you, and I forget to to send the voice memo to Tesla. At least this time I got it on time. So here, those crossings, those pedestrian crossings, it needs to keep an eye on both sides because they have priority. And the slowdown it had was not too bad, but it does not seem to be consistent with those crossings because it did it with the first crossing, not the second one. Good job at not slamming on the brake for the yellow light, because we got it literally when we were on the stopping line, almost on it. Very nice. The stopping is getting much better, the stopping behavior. And again, the acceleration, it's like it's giving you a kick, like almost you're launching the car. Well, it's not that bad, but it's like almost like you're in a rush. But you know, the software shouldn't be in a rush, especially when you're on either chill or average. That behavior should only be on the assertive profile. And it keeps going, and look at that, the max speed limit is 30 and it reaches almost 40 until it slows down again. It seems to be like, again, I'm not going to speculate because I don't know exactly what's going on, but I think it's sort of fighting between trying to reach a certain speed, and then there's some sort of logic behind that's like, wait a second, we're going too fast. But they don't seem to be working together. It seems like they're fighting each other. It's like as if we have two entities fighting each other. Now this navigation is wrong. There's no need for that detour, so I'm going to disengage at the next stop, because I suspect that the road was closed due to construction. Well, yeah, I think oh, I understand now, because I read somebody on Facebook was saying that the software is not allowing them to leave a voice memo. I think when you disengage and there is a map reroute, it seems to already know, so it doesn't like you don't need to leave a voice memo, and it's pretty good at that. Another detour. Oh no! Wow. Okay, the map seems to want us to go somewhere far away, but okay. You were about to do the right thing, but for some reason you sort of hesitated about following what the navigation was telling you to do, which was the case. It was about to do the exact thing that needs to be done, where somebody, I think it was AI driver, where he was mentioning that the software is more intelligent than the map data, and sometimes it does the right thing, you know, compared to what the map data is telling it to do. And it was about to do that, which I was going to make a short video about it, but since it didn't do it, I can't really cut it and put it there. The parking, the self parking is much improved, especially since there is no delay between you know, when it's shifting from drive to reverse. So see you in a second. Alright, so the navigation wants us to get out on Côte Saint-Luc, and there's no point going back because the street behind us is a one-way street. So I'm gonna try to get it to go to the left. Anyways, it's not really programmed for parkings. I'm gonna cut this part. Alright, let's see if it follows the truck or if it tries, because I'm not engaging unless I know it's gonna go okay, let's try now. Alright. Okay, that's good. Don't go to the left. Don't go to the left. You were going to go around the truck in a area where you cannot really pass it. Might disengage here because it's a bit high on the right side. I don't want to drop from a high area on the sidewalk. There we go. Oh, the navigation changed. Alright, that's my fault. I didn't realize it changed. Okay, really good. That's good. That's awesome. It was about to make the left turn and it reacted pretty quickly, which is what you need to do when it realized the cars were starting to move and we did not have priority anymore for the left turn. If you don't know, in Montreal and I think in all of Quebec, when you have the green light that's flashing, it means that you have priority to make your left turn, which means that literally the opposite direction, they still have a red light. Also, like, it started turning a bit early, in my opinion, a bit early, which put us in a position where we were, you know, almost not waiting for the lady that was crossing, and it put a little bit of lateral jerkness. Ignored speed bump. Yeah, I don't know, with this version it seems to, you know, on my first drive, I wasn't recording last week, it seemed to be aware of the speed bumps, but it was hit or miss, and it was also like it started recognizing them in my latest update with version 11.3. something, I think that's 7, but it seems to now just ignore them. I don't know if it's location based, if it's Canada based or something, because in the US it's recognizing them. Okay, now it's recognizing it. It's still, in my opinion, a bit too fast for the speed, and it's sort of accelerating before the rear axle crosses the speed bump. This is better. Somewhere around 15 kilometers per hour is where I prefer to be on speed bumps. And this is something that a lot of people have been complaining about with this version, where it would not accelerate in certain scenarios when there isn't really a reason to drive slowly. But you know what? If there's no one behind us in a rush, I don't really mind it. Alright, there's that lady, so we need to let her cross. And then after that we can start creeping. Good, okay. I thought it was about to go without creeping. There's a car, we need to let it go. I mean, we could have passed, we had enough time, but it is the courteous thing to do, you know, don't stop them if, don't force them to slow down if they don't need to. You were about to stop for the pedestrians on crossing that they have priority over, but then you did not, so we actually needed to stop no matter what, unless we really can't. Again, not a safety disengagement back there. It's just you know, they knew there was a chance I wasn't going to stop, but I sort of felt they were thinking about crossing, even though they didn't turn yet. So I was like, come on, make it clear. You know, if you want to cross. That's a problem we have in Montreal. At least from my perspective, I don't travel a lot. Where, you know, people, they're like, they don't make it clear if they want to cross. So you're always second guessing or trying to read their mind or their behavior at least. And it's tough, because especially for a software, because you need to know what you're about to do. You know, you can't just improvise on the last minute. It does. Sometimes you do have to improvise, but yeah. Okay, a little better for the turning here, a bit late in my opinion, given the trailer that was parked close to the intersection. And another speed bump that's ignored. I'm starting to wonder if it's because of the paint or if it's because of the lighting. Ignored speed bump. Okay, here we need to creep because it's not an all-way stop. Oh, that's much better. The acceleration from the stop back there at this one did not jerk a lot. And there's a speed bump here. Ignored speed bump. I mean, it could have actually deemed it a good speed because it seems to also want to cross at times over 20 kilometers per hour over the speed bumps. It might just be my perspective, but you know, why take the risk and go over a speed bump faster than, you know, necessary? What if the speed bump is harsher than it seems? That's why I prefer to go slower over the speed bumps. Now this might be because of our destination, but it might be a good thing because there was a car that wants to turn left back there. Now I think it's stuck. I'm gonna push it a bit. No. You were about to... no. Okay, see you in a bit. Alright, so last stretch. Yeah, I wanted to get used to the, like me, yeah, I get out from the wrong side, the right here, but we should get out from this side, because the other side is technically the entrance of the parking lot, so I'm hoping this will eventually sort of train the software to know that it should get out from this side instead of the other. Okay, it's turning the wheel a little early, but it's fine this time. But before, I remember it jumped, the rear wheel like literally jumped over the sidewalk. For some reason you were going into the left turn lane, but I don't really blame you. The lanes are not well marked at this area. What is that? Okay, they didn't really see us because they stopped, but I was ready to step on the brake if needed. Stuff with the cyclist getting close to that thing on the left side, but the car, to be honest, yeah, fair enough, it wasn't too close, but the city does say like legally you need to leave I think 3 meters if you're driving below a certain speed, and even 5 meters if you're driving I don't know, pretty high speed. I'm not sure about the details, but this did not really feel like 3 meters, honestly. Alright guys, we're almost there. Thank you for joining me on this video. Yeah, curious moment here because we have the cyclist and we need to share the lane. Okay, that's a good behavior. So yeah, don't forget to like my video if you enjoyed it, subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified as soon as I upload a new video. An improvement here used to go into the bus stop lane, now it's going at the appropriate area. Bye now.